Yep, that's us. Level 20. Right, now that we actually... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Now that we actually have access to the airship, there's a lot of stuff we can go and do. Well, time to start flying around. Oh, what the hell is this? Probably a Chocobo Woods. Did I not go in here before? I actually didn't. Wow. Oh, what's that? There we go. I'm surprised I actually missed this. Well, to be fair, actually, the first time we were walking around here was like the very start of the game, so... Okay. Top back in. Oh, whoops. Time to start exploring. Okay, so also unlike in Final Fantasy III, we can actually fly over mountains with this airship. I'm curious. Can we go back here? Yeah, I'd imagine... Uh-huh. I'm surprised we can actually come back here now. I thought, the village was completely destroyed. Interesting. Bomb fragment, bomb fragment. That's, oof. Anything in here? Barb tunic. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. We have to take a look at what Sid has. So Sid's weird. Sid is a melee boy. But I don't remember what his unique gimmick is. He's an engineer. What does he do? Like, what are your commands? Study. Oh, okay. So he's like Scholar then. He's just got Analyze, I guess? Oh, he's got the stats of a Viking, too, now I realize it. Okay. Probably see if we can find him some better stuff. We'll look around. Hopefully we can find, like, one of these towns, since we can fly around. Whip and dancing dagger. Actually. Is this a good weapon? I feel like this would have been a good weapon at some point. Like, does it have an on-use spell? Infused with the Might of Dancer? Probably not. Because I could have sworn it was like maybe one of the older versions of Final Fantasy IV or something. I remember seeing somewhere people were using dancing daggers. I don't know. Almost every living soul in Mist was killed by a great fire, but no one knows what began the blaze. That's weird. Well, may as well go and pick up all this stuff. The Rod of Change. Really? Oh, nothing else here? Okay. Let's go back and around. Anything hidden? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Another bomb fragment. No, okay. Nothing else. And let's get back in our airship. What else can we find? Dude, I love the airship music. This has got to be like another... Oh, it is. Why is there a Chocobo Woods here? You can't even go anywhere. Like, what's the point of this one? That's just weird. Well... Where else could we go? Can't land anywhere here. I think that'd be something else. This doesn't seem to have anything up here. Huh. Uh-huh. Interesting. Hold on, let's see what else do we have, because we only went over there. We could probably go back over there. I think we might have to check that. Hold on, what's over here? I'm kind of curious. What do we got? Art? Can't live without the blessing of the sun, although our ancestors might disagree. Okay, what do you mean by that? The observatory. Phases of the moon. My husband's a real swap. He even forgets to eat when he's in his observatory. Constellations and their origins. Welcome to Koryo's Observatory. We possess perhaps the best telescope in the world. We've recently noticed some anomalous activities on the moon. Romantic night sky. Interesting. Actually, nope, nothing in there. Can I look? Oh, I can look. Oh, there's just 2 moons, straight up. I'm Corio. I study the 2 moons, and one of which has been exhibiting some strange behavior as of late. One moon is no sign of activity, but the other has traces of life, and it's turning into a reddish color. A color similar to that of blood. I have an inescapable sense of foreboding. Ugh. I mean, yeah, that sounds about right to me, dude. I mean, if the moon was turning blood red, I'd kind of be nervous, thinking like it's like Terraria or something, dude. I'll take a look at it again. I do like the sprite art. It looks nice. Well, let's go take a look at the rest of the town. Anything else in here? Behind what? Oh, behind this door lies the sacred well that's been here for generations. No one knows how deep it goes. Sure looks deep. Yeah, alright. Thanks, Cecil. Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume this is for later. According to the famous saying, there are 2 sides to everything, even in this world. Probably. I'm strong. My grandpa's grandpa is really strong. Uh-huh. Anything over here? No. Oh, why is this door just open? Oh. Oh, it's naming way. Okay. Well, that's if you wanted to change character name again. We got like a couple of places to go. Hey, what's up, Leaf? How you doing? Just getting started here. Just taking a look around. We're exploring a little bit since now we actually have an airship. You want to know how our ancestors came here? Well, it's a funny story. Darn, I seem to have forgotten the tale. Damn. What do we got here? Anything good? Not really. I think we're gonna need to worry about that later. Oh, right. Hold on. Family's gone. You can focus on working on the game. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Probably want to get some equipment for Sid. Because I have a feeling... Okay, so when I played this game originally, I remember... Oh, okay, so it's a 2-handed weapon. Got it. So when I played this game originally, I sort of had an interesting issue. And it was that I didn't realize it, but this game actually has, like, kind of a power spike. And from what I remember from my first time playing through this game, we're coming up onto it, actually, where the game gets a little bit tough. Maybe I'm short because my ancestors were dwarves. I wish they were ogres, then I'd be really tall, you know what, fair point. Okay, let's get out of here. It's over here. Oh, hello, big towers and a giant hole. Okay, let's take a look here. Let me not save over my old new game file. All right, let's get in here. Albion Castle. If I remember... Yeah, I don't remember. Never mind, I lied. I was gonna say, isn't there a shortcut? Or not a shortcut, but like... somewhere around here. I could have swore there was like a side thing you can get in. Oh, whoops. Alright, let's get back in there. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Following our treasure guide. Just to make sure we get all the chests we can in the game. Let's start off with this tower, because it's always fun to make sure you figure this out, because I remember this place has... Yeah, it's got a lot of secret passages in it. Alright, we get a coral whisker. And let's see, how do we get there? I think it's like... No? Hold on, there's like a way to do this. Maybe we... Oh, we drop down. Okay. High potion, emergency exit. Hey, Hermes shoes. Oh. Oh. Oh, monsters. Okay. Oh my god, holy shit, it deals so much damage. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow. Or, I'll take a look in 1 second. Hold on, I'm... Holy shit! Wow. That escalated quickly. Alright, okay. Well, I think we are in trouble. Okay, we have to get rid of the corals. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Wow, I was not expecting this to go this way. Please don't use blaster. I don't think I can even run from this, huh? Okay, hold on. Alright, let me think. We revive Tella, and then Tella has to use revive on someone else. Okay. Now we have to hope that we survive somehow. Okay, now we have to hope that we survive. Because this is going to be a disaster. Oh, no, just kill me. It's over. Yeah, getting hit by blaster. Wow. Okay. All right. Awesome. Thanks, autosave. Holy shit. That was way more intense than I expected. I wasn't expecting to get absolutely eviscerated. Okay. All right, let's try that again. Just, you know, hopefully we don't die. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, guys, calm down. Ain't no way. Okay, wait. Wait, so is it a chance to insta-kill? Wait, why did that happen? Huh? Okay. Right. Okay, wait, hold on. We need healing. That's what we need to do. Alright, you're gonna just use a big heal first. Let's just do that. Sid. Yeah, you just whack him with your hammer. Please don't insta-kill. Okay. I see. I see this is how it's gonna go then, huh? Holy shit. I don't know what happened, because from the previous area, it seemed pretty alright. And then, well, I guess my hunch was right. I had a feeling. I was like, oh yeah, isn't there a difficulty spike in this game? Well, I think we found it. Oh, come on. Damn. No! Shit! He was my healer! Okay. Alright. Dang. Okay. Alright, alright. Alright. Game plan. Game plan. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Cecil use cover, and I doubt that'll help anything, but... That's fine. It's fine, you do that. You focus that. Cover. Oh, come on! That's unfortunate. Okay, I think we're gonna need to... You know what? When in doubt, we go outside, you know, do a couple encounters, then we come back in. I think that'll be the play. Because maybe we just need a little bit of EXP or something. Because I feel like we may have just hit the wall. Okay. game plan. It's called we're gonna go outside. We're gonna get a couple levels, maybe. Let's do it that way. We'll come back for that one. Huh? Underground passage. What? Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh no. Is this better or worse? Arguably better, I think. Okay, you do that. Just okay. Oh. Come on. Okay. Dude, alright. I have to work like really fast here. Okay, look, just yeah, hit Sid. Alright? Like just punch him. No! Dude. Come on. Bro, this is a certified SMT moment. Holy shit. Okay, alright, game. I get it. Alright, we're going back outside. Alright, fine. I understand. I understand your hustle now. Okay, we're getting out. You've proven it to me. I will just loot what I can, and then I'm gonna go home. Look, lesson learned. I get it. Okay, first things first. Okay, so Sid doesn't get magic, he gets study, but what does study do? Okay, you know what? I think we're gonna actually figure that out, because I don't think I've ever used it. Let me just first use some of these, since we have them. Let's also make our save. Okay, let's try to get some encounters. What the fuck is that? Why? Okay. I don't know why there's just fire demons out here in the middle of this field. Dude, what happened? What happened from last stream to this stream? All I did was like, we finished one area and it's like, okay, yeah, so now there's just suddenly really tough shit. Okay. Oh no. Oh! Oh, it's progressive like in 3. Okay, alright, so we may be in luck? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Tella, you just... Oh my god. You just keep healing. Holy shit. Alright, you know what? You study. I want to know what it does at least once. Okay. Uh-huh. So it's literally just scan. Okay. So it works like Libra. Well, that's good to know. Oh my god, holy. Dude, why are we getting hit so hard? What's going on? Bro, for real? Okay, what if I do that? Will Lucina get rid of stone? Like it should, right? That's how this works. Okay, good. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. You do that. Look, just gets it up. We just need him to get EXP. Come on. Oh, not this shit again. Alright. That. Oh my god, that was painful. Well, at least we're getting EXP, but holy shit. Okay, what am I doing? I have tents. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, wow. That was... Dude, what happened? What happened? It's like we went from having that deal on the airship to now we are in maximum pain threshold. Holy shit. Okay, well. Meantime, you know what? Well, let's go. I missed a couple of places we could fly to, so let's go take that out real quick. and then we'll come back there and try to get a little bit more EXP, because I think we just might be under-leveled now. Which is weird, because we were doing a little bit of, like, grinding before, and a little bit of, like, backtracking as well. So I'm kind of surprised, actually. Let's see. Chocobo Woods here. Yep. Now we just back out. And... is there another Chocobo Forest here? Bum, 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 bum. Let's just fly around real quick. So I know there are some places we can't get to yet still. Yeah, like we can't go here yet. But we can go here. Oh, that's not a Chocobo Woods. Okay. Well, let's go in here anyways. Mithril. Okay. Uh-huh. Is just everyone mini here? Hoity-toity, you're all giants. Uh-huh. Interesting. Can I, like, do anything in this house? No? Okay. This is a strange place. It's just everyone under, like, magic effects here? Like, what's going on? I can't imagine how much you have to eat to fill a body up as big as yours. A mithril staff, that's good. Actually, maybe we can get some better equipment here. Maybe that's what we're missing, you know? Maybe that's why we're getting beat up. Mithril Mountain lies far to the north, although your long legs getting there will take you much less time than it takes us. Mithril Knife. Okay. 5,000 gil. Anything else back here? Nothing? Okay. Awesome. Did you come to check out our dance routine? Sure. Why not? Hit me. We're the Mithril Brothers. Are you ready to get your groove on? Let's do it. Oh, damn, they're vibing to the Chocobo theme? Alright. Oh, dude, what? Okay, that's kind of funny. They just played Leapfrog. Okay. Alright, not bad, not bad. Served. Awesome. Nice. Okay, cool. Alright, what else have we got in here? Okay, definitely need that. Mithril Sword. Is this better? Yeah, it seems like it might be better just because it's got higher raw stat. Grab that so we have an extra. Actually, wait. Maybe I didn't need to buy the extra. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. We'll hold off on it. What about the gold hairpin? Okay, plus 10 intellect. Okay, we can give that to Tella. Yeah, I think we're just going to need to do some equipment management here. Okay. Oh, whoops. Hit optimal, that's fine. Give him a mithril hammer. Rod of change, and hold on, actually. Ruby ring. Okay, yeah, he's fine with that. Gaia gears, good. Wizard hat. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, or does he benefit from spirit? I don't understand how he works. It's really weird. Oh, it casts Basuna. What the hell is the difference? Uh-huh. Okay, staff lets you cast pig. Okay, I think that's all for that shop. Let's go check out the other one. Let's see what we've got. What can I do for you? Alright. Yeah, we actually want to get some of this stuff. All right, we get a mithril helmet, mithril shield, and we need to sell one of the mithril staves. We can sell one more thing, because I think we just want another staff. Ancient blade. We could sell that. We don't need that. We don't need a spear. I don't know if we don't want to sell the harp yet. We could sell the rest of that Dark Knight equipment that we had. I think that's it. Oh wait, no, the Hades gloves too. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and let's get one more of those. Oh, hold on. Dang. Iron armor. Okay, maybe we need to sell some more stuff. Okay, let's see what we got. Could sell the ancient sword. Can't use it though. Sell those iron shields. Don't need the Hades armor anymore. Sell any of this older equipment. Sell one of those. Gauntlets. That would be good for Cecil, but I think we're good. We can probably start selling some of this old light equipment because we kind of need the money. Yeah, because we need to get 17,000 so we can get Sid his own piece of equipment. Gold hairpin we're gonna hold on to. Yeah, let's sell the rest of the night stuff. What else can we sell? Like, because there's stuff that I can sell, but I'm like, I obviously don't want to get rid of everything. You know what, let's just get him his mithril helmet, and we'll worry about the chest piece later. I think we just needed to do that, though, just so we have some better equipment now. Unfortunately, like, Hella and Yang, they're kind of going to be stuck with whatever they've got right now, but that's fine. Diet food? Mini. Well, let's get some of these. May as well grab some of these just so we have them. Mostly because I don't know how long we're going to have Tella with us. Probably, I would assume for, like, the section of the game, but considering how often party members just kind of go in and out, you know, I think it would totally be fine for me to, you know, just carry a couple. You never know. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to go next? Bum, 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 ba-dum. Ba-dum, da-dum, dum. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Okay. Guess we go back to Albion. Because we still got to do the rest of the stuff over there in that keep. So we may as well go and explore that, and then we'll worry about the other castle in town. Mostly because, like, I figure we should probably take care of this stuff first, and then we'll worry about the other stuff, you know? Okay. Actually, wait, no. We need to do some fights outside first. So let me save the game, and let's get to it. Bro, why is it always back? Amazing, wonderful, fantastic. What a great encounter. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, right. So let's do that. You do that. Okay, well, at least he deals damage. Revive Tella. Okay, Cover saved him. Cover's gonna save him again. Okay, we have to just, like, start dealing damage here. Okay, it looks like the equipment's helping. Maybe we were just at like a gear deficit or something. Come on. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Dude. Uh-huh. Dude, kill it, please. Holy shit. Wow, that was obnoxious. Oh my god. Actually, you know what? Use Cecil's mono to heal? Yeah. Because it's not like we're going to really have Cecil be casting any spells, because I wish he learned Protect. Or I think he does learn Protect, but he learns it like at a later level compared to... Oh, okay. This could be bad. Maybe. Uh-huh. Sure. Yep, you attack. You know what? Go for Bandaga. Dun 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 dun. Okay, come on. Please get the AoE out. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to clutch on Tele for a bit. We'll just do like a couple more encounters out here like this. Bum, bum. Okay, rock. Dun 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 dun. Oh, damn it. I only hit one. Oh, that's not good. Come on. Okay, that's fine. You can just keep beating, beating up Yang. Come on. There we go. Alright, alright. At least we're getting some more EXP. Okay. Now we want to use a tent. Look, sometimes, you gotta do a little bit of grinding. And it's funny because a lot of the grinding in these older games, I usually try to do off-screen because I know it gets really boring sometimes, especially when you're hearing the same thing or, seeing a lot of the repetitive stuff. But, we're a little bit behind level, so we kind of have to do this a little bit, just a little bit. Because we're only level 20, but I feel like, I don't know why, everything just feels like it's hitting for like crazy damage in this game. And I'm like, I don't know if that's just me, or maybe I'm doing something wrong here. It's strange. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, I guess we're weak to that. Let's at least get Cecil another level, and then we'll probably go into the castle. Because I do want to go and open up those chests, but maybe he just needs the stats. I mean, well, that kind of seems to be the case, I'm going to be honest with you. Let's just do this. Get Fiery Hounds and the Lizards again. You attack, you attack. Use Blizzaga again, and there we go. Okay, if Tele can get his turn, then we should be good. Come on, there we go. Come on. Nice, nice. Okay, we're like getting pretty good EXP anyways. Okay, Sid's like almost at a level 2. Okay, fine. I was thinking about it, I'm like, alright. I want to get Sid that level. Are we getting mana? Yeah, we can do like one more spell cast. I'm gonna use a tent and then go in. I think we should be good like that. Nice. A little bit overkill, but that's fine. Okay, Alright, now let's go, and I think we should be fine. Let me just use one of these. And let's head in and go collect some treasure. Okay. Now, I still unfortunately think the corals will one-shot me, because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just kind of how it is in this game. Like, some enemies are just kind of messed up. I guess that's part of like the old game design for Final Fantasy stuff, where it's like, you know, I like talking about how Final Fantasy, like at least the retro games, have a lot of stuff in common with D&D, because, you know, that's mostly like the inspiration for like a lot of their stuff, like, you know, the whole thing with kingdoms and empires and like a lot of fantasy stuff, and then especially with like how creatures work, different status ailments and stuff like that. It's fun, it's cool, I can tell you, man, it's rough out here sometimes. Okay, because it's good to know they like to implement save or die mechanics from 3.5. Because, you know, that's everyone's favorite mechanic. Did we save? We died. Never mind. Okay, we can get through this. We just have to, like, bash our head against the wall here. If it dies first, then we win. Come on. Come on, get your hits. Do it. It's okay, I don't care if Tell is dead. Just... No! Oh my god. My face won, dude. That was Sid's face there, that's how I feel right now. Holy shit. That's fine, just kill it, just kill it. No. Come on. You can do it. No, don't. Okay, oof. That was a mess. And we get a blood lance. Awesome. Ain't nobody can use a lance, bro. Like, damn, that's nice. Awesome. Sick. Because I don't think Kane's coming back. Well, so much for that. Okay. Time for the rematch. The one chest we didn't open in this side. Alright. Can we beat them up? Come on. Bro. Brother, please. Look, just try to take him out, okay? You know what? Wait. Wait, I have an idea. Do we have Mini? Oh, we have Pig. What does Pig do? The hell does Pig do? I don't even know what Pig does. Oh, and then I hit autobattle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my bad, G. I may have screwed us over. Well, we're gonna run that back. Yep, party was defeated. Yeah, not surprised there. Not one bit. Okay. Let's try that again. Now, hopefully this time, with a little bit more pizzazz. But first, let me actually use some items to, like... I may as well, you know, top us off, because I just realized we were so low on HP. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, you know what? Here's also what we're gonna do. Sid, I'm gonna need you to study one. Okay, I'm curious. Can I just... Where is it? Will this work? I hope this works. 2000 HP, no weakness. Great. Awesome. But can we mini them? Because if we can mini them... Come on. Okay, well, that works. Okay, look, now we just have to take care of the one, and then we'll be fine. Oh my god, look at me using my big brain here. It finally happened. We've used CC. Come on. Just take out the one that's still there before he just absolutely murders us all. Come on. Oh my god. Well, he got the crit. Wow, this is gonna be very painful. So. Okay, now that we did that. Let's start reviving everyone, I guess. Because at this point, like on his own, I don't think Sid's gonna be able to deal with it. It's just gonna take too long. Use our other Phoenix Downs. And then we just heal up again. Oh my god, these ogres are kind of kicking my ass, but at least we minied them, so... the only thing is, I don't know how long mini lasts, unless it lasts the whole encounter, which... Okay, that's good. It saves us some trouble, but... You know. Nice, and they take extra damage. Let's just do that. And then we should be good. Hopefully, right? That's how this works. Man. You know, I'm kind of glad that I just thought about using Mini as a spur-of-the-moment thing. It's actually totally worth it. I don't think it said they had a weakness. Nah. Alright, you know what? Just use that. Oh! Oh! Wait, is it because they're Mini? Wait. Or do they just have that high, like, magic resistance? What the hell? Okay. I'm confused now. Okay. Alright, game. And a silver apple. What does that do? Increases maximum HP by 50. I'll bet. You know what? Actually, hold on. We're gonna hold on to that, actually. Because I'm pretty sure there's probably someone else that can use that better. And let's sort by item. And from the top ourselves off. Wow, all that just to clear 2 chests. Awesome. Go me. All right, well, we've got the rest of the castle to actually go through now. So let's do that. We didn't go through this one. So let's go through this. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, do I have to, like, go all the way around? Anywhere? Hold on. Hidden passage? Maybe? Is it over here? Maybe down here? Oh, there is! Oh, come on! Okay. Oh! Interesting. I mean, it's different. Nice crit. Just go for your regular attacks. Well, they're undead, so like... Oh, I already used... you know what, just do that. That should be enough, I hope. Actually, I should probably use an Ether on Tella, because I think we're going to need the healing. We'll use that on Tella. And then Tella's going to have to heal if he can even get to it. Okay, yeah, Cecil's just going to have to use cover. Dude, what the hell is going on? It's like they go from dealing no damage to just suddenly one-shotting. What the... Bro. What the hell? Wow. Well, this sucks. Uh-huh. Oh, no, there it is. They got tired of your shit and started investing in the one-shotting Vice market, dude. Look, this is what I get. We like speed ran that whole like first half of the game, or like that first like section of the game, and now the game's like, wow, you did a real good job. It would be a shame if you're under level, but you know, it is what it is. Look, it's okay, we got this. Look, I just have to use my brain a little bit, that's all. And I know that's difficult, you know, because it's not an easy task, but we have some battle items, right? You know, maybe that's all we need to use. Okay, hold on. We need to do that. You use the other bomb fragment. Just nuke them. Burn them all. Use all our items. Okay, now I don't know what to do about the golem. Try attacking? Okay, yeah, I think that might be the way to go. Because it looks like magic isn't going to be doing much. Just use an item on yourself, Sid. And now we hope for the best. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, okay, he just has no mana. Alright. It's weird. You would think that a steel golem would be more resistant to physical attacks, but no, it takes normal damage from physical attacks, but instead... Wait. Okay, Kira... Like, it takes normal damage from physical attacks, but, like, no damage from magic, which is very strange. Because you would think it'd be the opposite, right? Because, like, you know... Well, at least thinking, like, D&D standard-wise, it's like... Yeah, most iron golems, or, like, you know, bigger constructs, usually have, like, a higher AC, so they're tougher for melee people to sort of, you know, break through that armor, right? But then it's like... They usually have, like, a low... What, touch AC for, like, magic spells to hit them? Very strange. Sleep Blade. Can I even use that? Well, I'll be damned. It's a little better. And let's just use some of these. Okay. Oh, wait. Is there another passage? Let's see. Imagine that using the primal elements work better on a golem than stabbing. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. You're right. Okay, thinking about it with that logic, yeah, you're right. It probably uses the magic that it's getting hit with as, like, energy or fuel. So, you know what? I honestly can't argue with you on that. It makes total sense. Perfect sense to me. A mute arrow. Okay, what? Oh, I was gonna say, why is this just empty? Why does this teleport me here? What the hell? Well, I have a feeling this is totally gonna be a trap chest. Bomb core. Alright, everyone. It was not a trap. Alright, I'll take that. Bum, bum, dum, dum. Bum, bum. Alrighty. Oh. Back inside. Oh. So, something funny I gotta tell you. So, I recently, so Marvel Rivals came out like last week, and I gotta be perfectly honest with you, I was not really sure how to feel about it because I never really played Overwatch. I never really got into, oh, son of a bitch. I never really got into like hero shooters, but like, so this was like my first time really sitting down and trying it, and I absolutely love it. I'm having a good time. What the hell is... Okay, that's weird. Let's just peek around. Anything... Huh. Okay. Oh, I see. Gotcha. But, what's it called? Yeah, so, like, I never really got into, like, Overwatch or any of that. But I finally sat down and I played Marvel Rivals, and I like it a lot. It's really fun. I can definitely say I'm kind of hooked. Kind of like my go-to if I want to just play something quick with some friends. Not bad. Anything else? Okay. It's we're done here. Well, I guess we go to our next place. I don't think there's anything else here. In good old Albion. We kind of checked everywhere else. Guess we're done here. Okay. Now to the other place. Mysterious Tower. Can I go down? No, I can't. Dun, 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 dun. I like the airship music in this game. Anything? Just all forest. Can we like park anywhere? Wait. Oh, the one tile. Alright, perfect. Okay. Let's see what the random encounters here look like. Wait, how much? Alright, you know what? I'm going to town first. We're gonna get Mona. Town of Troya. Welcome to Troya, the city where trees and water abound. Cool. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, there's another, hold on, there's another hidden place on the map that we can go to. It is right down here. We'll park our airship here. Because over here is another Chocobo Woods. Oh shit, what the hell are these? Okay. We can deal with that. Okay, no, not again. They're spamming Needle? Okay. Alright, that's not good. Dude, why does Needle just do so much damage? Oh, right, he is actually just out of mono. This is awkward. Actually, if the place we're going to is what I think it is, it's probably a Chocobo Woods. We can probably get mana back in there for free. Oh my god, and then we have the little grind spot. Okay, alright, I see you, game. I can pick up what you're putting down here. Okay, look, at least Needle, like, doesn't one-shot Cecil. But, like, it does a ton of damage to, like, everyone else. And that's kind of rough. Okay, let's do that. Nice, good damage. And everyone's getting mostly healed up. Why do you have stop? Okay. I guess these guys are spellcasters too. There we go. Da-da-da-da. Oh, whoops. There we go, another Gestalt green. Let me see. Check our levels. We're like 25, 22, 23. Okay, so Sid and Cecil are low level. Yang's at a good level. Kel is good. I feel like we're like falling behind a little bit again. You know what? We're gonna abuse the Chocobo Forest here. We're gonna cheese a little bit. Give me a second. We're gonna hit that. Now we go back in here. Talk to this guy. Get our mana back. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And let's just go around here, and I kind of just want to do a little bit of grinding. Just a little bit. Because we needed it before, And at least now that we can, like, actually fight a little bit more efficiently, it might not be a bad idea to just, you know, do a little bit here now, too. Because why not? And you just hit him with fire and set the auto, and we'll just do that. There we go. We should be good. We can do this like a couple more times. Oh, that's fine. We can just get our mana back now. And just use Cecil's Fauna to heal. Oh. Ah, okay, so that's where the tile is for entry. Okay. So we can just move back and forth right here. So yesterday, I was actually working on my D&D character for... well, it's not even D&D. It's weird because the campaign that my friend is running is kind of like a weird hybrid between like Pathfinder 1E and 3.5. And I feel like a lot of the campaigns me and my friends have been running have kind of turned into that, where since we usually play either 3.5 or Pathfinder, you know, sometimes we'll borrow some stuff from each game since they're very similar, because Pathfinder is basically what I would consider like Pathfinder is D&D 3.75, because it's, you know, they basically changed some stuff from 3.5, but a lot of the material is very like cross-compatible, or it has like cross-compatibility. Although keep in mind, this is two different companies. You know, you have WotC and Paizo. But yeah, no, like I do like that a lot of the systems, you know, I think the Pathfinder ruling is a little bit more clear on some things, but you know, you do have that room to sort of play around with stuff. Mostly because like I like a lot of the classes in Pathfinder, and I like how archetypes work in Pathfinder. That's just a me thing, though. I know D&D eventually ends up having those, and there are kind of archetypes or like subtypes, subclasses of oh, excuse me, what's it called? Of different classes. But yeah, so for the campaign that my friend is setting up, since it's like a mix of these systems, he more or less said, hey, if you want to play a Pathfinder class, you can play a Pathfinder class, even though this is like a D&D 3.5 campaign, because, again, you can kind of adapt it a little bit back and forth. So I've been looking at the occult classes, because I actually really like the occult classes in Pathfinder. And they're interesting to me because I like that there's some stuff that's similar compared to like the occult classes in like D&D 3.5, where you have things like psionics and stuff like that, where psionics, they use like their psychic point system and all that stuff, and it can get kind of complicated. But one of the things that I like, which is kind of simple, or at least entertaining about it, is I like Kineticist. Kineticist is cool. Oh yeah, you should definitely try out Pathfinder 1. Yeah, Pathfinder is, it's fun. I only know Pathfinder 1st edition. I would recommend it. If anything, Leaf, what I do recommend is, if you want to give it a shot, and maybe, like, you can't get into a Pathfinder 1E game, what I'd recommend is actually try the Pathfinder games on Steam. The Kingmaker is more of like a traditional adventure, where it's more like, oh, we're in the woods fighting bandits, and then you fight magical creatures, and that campaign turns into like a kingdom management game. The second one is Wrath of the Righteous, which that game is a lot more fighting demons and stuff like that, and it can be a bit more complicated. But I do recommend that one as well. But that's more like, I would say, once you feel comfortable with the game systems, then give that game a shot. Because I would say Kingmaker is an easier campaign for the player to learn. Because that's how I learned Pathfinder, which is really funny, through Kingmaker. And then from there, I played actual Pathfinder 1E with my friends. And I actually recommend it, because I think Kingmaker is a good, easy way to get into Pathfinder. Because it starts off very simple, very basic. A lot of the classes are pretty good. You know, in Kingmaker, there's not too much a broad range of things you can pick. In Wrath of the Righteous, you could tell it is designed specifically for a more elaborate, or a more like complicated campaign. Because in that game, on top of like having 1 through 20, you have a ton of different classes, a ton of different archetypes. You have a lot of things like mythic levels, which I would say some mythic levels are story-based progression, where you'll have your regular class progression, but then you'll have mythic level progression, and in more or less like in that campaign, you have you get to choose sort of what route you want to go. And I will say, because at some point 100% I'm going to stream that game. It's going to be fun. Well, fun for me. I don't know how much fun for everyone else, but I do think that could be fun because we can kind of choose what path do we want to go, because I've done a good number of them, and you have things like angel, demon, fae, you have what's it called? There's a law one, which involves like judging people. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Very cool. You get like special powers unique to each route, and you also get like unique spells too. So definitely one I'd recommend. It's a fun campaign. I will say though, it is hard. It is a lot harder than Kingmaker, and I say that because Kingmaker starts off pretty fair, pretty easy to get into, but by the end of the campaign in Kingmaker, it does ramp up and get hard. I will say, always make sure to put on like prevent poison, because you're going to be fighting a lot of poison spiders, a lot of them, and they all poison, and they're going to be really annoying if you don't have any way to get rid of poison. Just trust me on that, okay? But, you know, that's my advice. I do recommend that, and if you enjoy those, sure. I would say that's a good way to get into Pathfinder if you're just new. Or hey, if you have some friends that you can sit down and play Pathfinder with, give it a shot. Like I said, I only know first edition. I don't know how Pathfinder 2 is. All I know is Pathfinder 2 changes the formula, where instead of using like... Well, it's weird because it's like they changed the formula, but not really. So like, in old D&D, you have your standard action, you know, your what's it called? Immediate action, swift action, standard action, move action, all that stuff that you can do on one turn. It's really interesting because I think in Pathfinder 2, they changed it to be more like they changed it to be more like 5th edition. So instead of like having one of each of these things, you have like, or like, say every round each player has 2 action points, and you could spend them to do either a move action, or you could spend it to attack or do another action. So it's funny, it went from like an older school tabletop thing to being old school Fallout, where you have the AP system. I know, what a riveting tale, but at least that's my knowledge of it. Again, I think maybe one day I'll probably do like a sit down and read through the stuff. I'm still kind of debating if I'd want to do like maybe like a D&D stream or something, where I would sit down and we'd look at maybe a PDF of a book that I've got, and we could do like a little read through and talk about some stuff that we can find interesting about the book. Because I usually like reading a lot of like setting books, because the main reason why my friends and I really enjoy like 3.5 is mostly because there's a lot of setting books. And it's like, say specifically there's something you want to check out, oh, there's tons of material. Or like, I think the funniest thing was we were helping one of our friends make a cleric, and they've never played 3.5 for the first time. Or like, they've never played 3.5, this was their first time doing it. So he's like, okay, I want to be a cleric. All right, pick your domain. And we're like, well, I don't know what domain to pick. Okay, let's take a look. I want you to know, we sent them the list of domains. You want to know how many domains are in 3.5? It's a very funny number, and it's a lot more than 100, if you're wondering. So when he saw that, he was like, wait, are you for real? I'm like, yes. Someone linked them in, and he goes, how the hell are there 300 something domains in 3.5? And it's like, well, look, because D&D 3.5 is old, and on top of that, it was kind of that like era where people were writing tons of content for the game, but it was all official content. So like, you know how like for 5th edition, you see like a lot of like third-party books, or like, you know, third-party books, fan books, stuff that people make for videos, like trying to remember the name of this. There's like, I know there's that one guy that makes, what's it called, D&D for, or like animated D&D, a couple of other things. It's like, you know, a lot of third-party supplements. Oh my various gods. Oh yeah, dude. There's domains for everything, and if you don't like them, make one up. And the funniest thing too was when he realized, wait, so I just have all the spells in this domain? And the answer is yes, you have all of the spells learned in this domain. And he just goes, dude, what the fuck? and I'm like, yeah, that's the problem. So cleric is overpowered in old D&D. We're like, I've heard that the running joke in 5th edition, or well, at least amongst like 5th edition players, is that like, people have said that clerics are supposed to be healers in 5th edition. I'm not sure. At least to me, when I played Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, that was kind of the case, but like, as far as I know, no, not really. In like 3.5, clerics are broken. They are everything. Like, I shit you not. Like, clerics in 3.5, you basically are the best, like, sort of physical attacker, because you do have, I think, do they have full BAB? I think they might. If not, they're close to it. So it's like, they get good BAB, you can build however you want, it's pretty just solid all around. So it's like, when in doubt, you can't go wrong with a cleric. You really can't. Because they're just, you know, good all around. Also, am I gonna just, like, die here because of this coral? They didn't want healers, let's see, they didn't want players to bitch about being a heal bitch. Yeah, pretty much. It's more like, the idea of healing in D&D is interesting because, so, when you look at, like, older editions compared to, like, new editions, at least to me, when I've seen this, a lot of it ends up being interesting, like, hold on, let me just revive Kella real quick. There we go. So, like, when you go to, like, old editions of D&D, the main idea that they try to stick with is that healing should be done outside of battle, or, like, in between battles, you know what I mean? So that's typically when, like, a lot of healing is done in, like, campaigns. So, like, even, for example, let's use right here, okay? So you see how, like, Tella's a low health, and we were doing some we were doing some encounters before, right? So let me give you an example here. If this was a 3.5 campaign, okay, our guy's wounded. It's probably better for us to heal right here because there's no danger, right? We just heal him, all good. But if we get into a fight, would you rather spend that turn healing, or would you rather them do something else, like whether it be casting a buff or, you know, attacking or doing something, you know, a little bit more efficient? That's kind of what they were getting at, because for them, lore-wise, it's like, sure, you could cast a heal in the middle of a fight, but then you have a lot of other issues like casting in melee, because think about it this way. Most clerics are melee fighters. A lot of them are kind of like one-to-one with paladins. Now, again, this leads to another issue where, let's talk class identity on this, because paladin is another complicated one, because I know a lot of people who play 5th edition really talk about how much they like paladin. My dude, let's look at Cecil. He is a paladin. Let's talk about paladins. So, wow, we're really getting on topic here. So, paladins in old D&D are very interesting because old D&D relies heavily on alignment. So, for example, for paladins, a lot of their skills are tied strictly to alignment, and it mostly works that way for like everyone else. So, okay, so clerics, they have a lot of spells that target people based on alignment. They have things that just work back and forth. In like Pathfinder 1st edition, they have like channeling, which can heal living creatures, not just allies, any living creature, unless like you take feats for it. You have something similar for like negative energy. In D&D, a lot of like stuff is based on alignment in that like early section. I don't know how it is nowadays for paladins. I think paladins have gotten over that, where the big issue was smite. So let's say we make a paladin. Say we make Cecil, okay? Problem with Cecil is he has smite. Smite is not that bad, okay? I'm gonna be real with you. People can shit on smite, it's okay, all right? It's a fine class feature. It's the reason why it sucks is it's alignment locked, and it's awful because it is alignment locked. And that was like the main reason why people couldn't really, or it's like you can make a paladin, they're okay. Like they have full BAB, I think. They become immune to illnesses and like they get good. But, and here's the big but again. One, a lot of the spell casting they get is based off of alignment. Now, here's the thing. What are you fighting? Because depending on the campaign, or depending on the DM, if you're fighting creatures like bandits, which bandits can be evil or neutral, then half your shit doesn't work. Or a better example, if you're fighting something that's lawful, you literally can't use certain things because why would that work? You know, you're a man of the law, and so are they. They may be evil, but they also are part of the law. So it's like, then you would need to like have these niche scenarios of smite evil or smite chaotic. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff like that that kind of gets in the way. That and the other annoying thing about Paladin is, I would say, class features. And lay on hands is okay. The feature I'm talking about in particular is like the horse, okay? Because Paladins, you just get a summon steed, bro. You just get to hop on a horse. Problem, okay? And hear me out. And I'm gonna use my big brain here. We're putting on our thinking caps again, okay? Hear me out. Why the fuck would I want to use a horse inside an enclosed room? I'm gonna enter a dungeon with my friends and what, leave my horse outside? Or you're gonna take your horse in with you, and then you're gonna use ride checks, and then do all this other dumb bullshit to make your DM really annoyed because you made a character that revolves around a cavalry unit, and you're inside. You see the problem now, right? It's a cool idea, but it doesn't work. And why doesn't it work? Well, let's see. It sounds like you as the paladin have to prepare bullet for each. Yeah, pretty much, literally. It's again, because the other thing is outside of that, like you really just have smite and lay on hands, which is just self stuff. But outside of that, it's like, what else do? You literally just power attack. You really have nothing to do, and you're going to be very boring. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm okay with that. Sometimes I want to play a boring character. That's easy, okay? But I will say, compared to like a lot of other classes, you could do better. And if I can be perfectly honest with you, let's say in like old D&D, you want to play a paladin. You want to know what the better answer is? And you're going to laugh. Play cleric and just roleplay that you're a paladin, because you actually get more utility. You get to be a better character by just being a cleric, but just roleplay that you're a paladin. Easy. And that's the answer. It's very dumb, but there you go. That's my hot take of the day. IMO. Paladin's cool. I like it. It's just bad. And it's funny because I say that, and Fighter in 3.5 is very mediocre, but Fighter in 5e is super cracked, and I don't know why. Oh wait, no, that's a lie. I do know why. It's called Action Surge. So it's like, it makes me think of like how bad or how degenerate does this get? And it's like, all I could say is it's like, now I understand why the meme people talk about is doing the fighter dip, because you do fighter dip to get Action Surge, and then you just get the double dip on any action that you're already doing. So it's like, I completely get that. You know what I mean? Also, I want you to know, Leaf, now I'm rereading that message, and all I could think of was like, I'm imagining the Punisher as he has to engrave every single bullet he fires. He's like, okay, this will take forever, but give me a minute. Oh man. But yeah, that's my gripe. Okay. And that is the case, because I will say not every class is built equally. Now I'm gonna be controversial, a bit more controversy, D&D topics. Okay, you want to know another example of a class that's bad that you don't think is bad? And I'm gonna be mean, okay? It's Rogue. Rogue is actually bad. Rogue is actually really bad in 3.5 because while Sneak Attack isn't bad and you could set up the conditions for it, the problem is you're literally just a skill monkey. Like the whole, like that's your goal, okay? Your goal is to pass skill checks for the party, okay? And outside of that, really much else. Because in combat, it's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do 2 weapon fighting? Are you gonna go dex and go for like, you know, maybe a finesse weapon if you're playing Pathfinder, or are you just gonna do? Actually, no. It's even worse in 3.5 now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, because everything scales with strength, and there is no Piranha Strike, so there's no power attack for dex. Wow, never mind. No, it just sucks. Yeah, it's just actually bad. Never mind. That's a shame. I'm sure there's ways to make it not suck, but it's like, that's the beauty of 3.5. Okay. Now I'm going to spin it around here. So what's the good thing about 3.5? The good thing about 3.5 is actually you can take a lot of these bad classes and you can mix them with other classes, or there's always a feat. Now, when I looked at officially printed, like, oh, this is bad. When I looked at officially printed 5th edition books, I realized there's not that many. There's like, maybe like, what? The handbook, player handbook, DM handbook, what the hell else? It's player handbook, DM handbook. Hold on. Let me just heal real quick. It's player handbook, DM handbook. There's Tasha's something, Tasha's Cauldron, I don't know. And then like setting books or like modules. Yeah, there's like not that many compared to like 3.5, where it's like 3.5 there's hundreds of books, because the main reason why that is they were a lot more open with the license for D&D back then, so you would just have a lot of these different books available. So you would have like all this different content you can use, all these different locations. There was stuff that you can find from like Dragon Magazine, which is more like third-party stuff. Stuff that you can find from like older books or third-party books. It was an open source thing, or open book, literally. But there you go. Okay, I think we're good. I've been just sitting here doing this for a while. My bad. Look, can you tell it's an excuse for me to just sit down here and just talk about like D&D? Look, that's my favorite part about stream. I love just sitting here just rambling off about D&D. And it's funny, I have to laugh. I had that moment the other night when I was talking with some of my friends that are in our D&D group. And I said, you know, it's funny because now that I've started DMing more for the group, and I've just been kind of like go-to DM for now, it makes me laugh because I realize now, I said, even though I've read the handbooks that we use for like Pathfinder or 3.5, I had to laugh because I still feel like I don't understand the rules. And it's like, I've been doing this for a while now, and even I can tell you, bro, I don't know, man. I feel like I don't get it. And it's like, why is that? Oh, because it's just actually kind of a mess, really. Because you have things that are way too complicated. Okay, so now here's where I'm going to complain about 3.5. There are some things that are too complicated. I'm going to be honest with you. That's the truth. Some things are just too complicated, and I will say, what is complicated? Grappling. Grappling is so complicated for no reason that it's just actually not fun. And it sucks because there are builds to be like a grappler, or like a wrestler or something like that, you know what I mean? Oh, he's just watching the women in the lake, wow. Would you like to join us for a swim? Oh, for Pete's sake, why are you swimming in all your armor? It'll rust. But yeah, so like, I will say that is the only downside. The downside to 3.5 is it is very complicated. It is a complicated game. There's a lot of material and stuff, like if you wanted to get into it, that you would need to like read to like, you know, really get the hang of it. You know what I mean? Like get to understand what material you're looking for, etc., etc. But that's just kind of how it is with these older editions. There's always tons of material, tons of books and stuff, and it just turns into kind of a scavenger hunt for whatever you want. And you know, that's the beauty of it, because you do get a big variety, and you can make really, like, I would say, because there is so much like third-party material for the game, the best thing I could say is you really just get to sit here and go, well, what's a character idea? And I would say start with the idea of what do you want your character to be first? Like, what role do you want to be? Do you want to be a support? Do you want to be someone who goes out in the front lines and attacks, maybe with magic or something like that? And then from there, you can build a build. You can figure it out, you know? And that's the good shit. Is Zen in the art of chocobo raising? Oh my god, look at all the chocobos. It's a chocobo farm. A new breed discovered, the amazing black chocobo, set to revolutionize transportation. Chocobos are real cute. They smell a little though. I want to fly on a black chocobo, but I don't think they like me. They freak out when I get close. Let's see. They can't fly for some reason. The ones living in the chocobo village to the north can, but only at low altitudes. Though, I hear those chocobos can land in forests. Oh, okay. Black chocobo can remember the way home, but they tend to run away after making a round trip. I see. So it'd be basically a one-way trip if we were to use one. Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind just so we don't get stuck. Hold on. Can we actually get anything? Is there anything in this jar? No. Alright, we gotta just shove past the chocobos, don't mind me. Alright, let's keep on exploring the town. What's up with you? Go away. Can't you see I'm sunbathing? Oh, my bad. I thought you were in trouble. No, she's just chilling. Let's look around. Oh, whoops. I didn't need to do that. My bad. Oh, so now I do have some fun stuff I can talk about. Let's talk about a little bit of the difference between like 3.5 and Pathfinder. Well, in my opinion, I think the rulings in 3.5 are a little bit... I think the rulings in Pathfinder are a little better. There is, what's it called? Yeah, we can afford that. There is a couple of things that just rule better in Pathfinder, but I will say that some of the changes that they made to classes are different. So, like, I will say, so Wizard gets nerfed in Pathfinder because Wizard in 3.5 is incredibly strong. And then Wizard in 5th edition, what does this do? No, I'm good. Air here is great. Membership pass. Live a long, happy life, and I'll take this place, Good seat at the counter. Ladies here always put a smile on my face. Stella, you're so beautiful. What? You're a man? Oh my god. I'll take good care of you. What's with that look? You got a problem with me? Give me a holler if you want something. Is this supposed to be like one of those inns? Hope you carry a fat wallet, mister. It's all high rollers from here on, if you know what I mean. No. Bring me a big fur coat next time, sweetie. Shoo, you don't belong here. I'll buy you anything you want. That old geezer better not mess with my Jenny. I have to make sure everyone gets what they ordered. This old geezer keeps babbling about all his stupid adventures. If I have to hear one more story. And then I thrust my blade into the goblin and offed him all at once. Oh, can I slip by? No, I can't. I want him to talk to the other person. Okay. Is this place a brothel? I think it is. Oh, wait. That's why you're selling a member card. Interesting. Okay. So, like I was saying before, so they nerfed Wizard, and they mostly nerfed it by, I think it was like something to do with, like, spells available or something. It's good, but it's just a little bit toned down a bit from 3.5. Although I will say, the bright side is they do get class features now, where in 3.5 you don't, because magic is your class feature. Now, I will say, the Damascene man recently drifted to Troya. He claims he's a prince. Oh no, not him! Troya has never been at war, and I don't know how well we could defend the kingdom. Unlike most kingdoms, Troya is governed by women, and all our soldiers are female. Here, Baron is becoming more and more aggressive. I hope they don't attack us. Clerics are convening in the chamber over there. You want me to dance for you? As if. I'm a guard, not a dancer. Its armor lacks strength, but affords excellent mobility and is very fashionable. I see. What's going on here? Empty. Really? Well, that sucks. Bacchus cider. Any passages? Nope. Okay. Now, the other thing I will say is, so they did nerf Tent. Oh, is this just gonna be like a time thing? My god, look at all the items. Nice. So they nerfed Wizard. The bright side is, though, they made Witch. And Witch is like, kind of like Wizard, except this was once a dungeon, but now it houses Troya's treasures. Have the clerics granted you permission? No. I admire your honesty. You know, what happens if I just say yes? She'll probably be like, no, they didn't. It's okay. Let's go check out the rest of the castle. So, Witch is kind of like Wizard in the fact that it is a spellcaster, but it has its class features more like a once per day thing where you get to get hexes or curses, and you get to sort of put them on like a target once per day. Usually in an encounter, you're going to be able to use it at least once on like each person. Oh, hey. It's Edward. Cecil, you're alive! I'm so relieved. I wish I could join you again. In that condition, you'd only be a burden. Tella, I can't begin to ask for your forgiveness. Anna died because of me. I can never atone for that. Edward, your health. It should be your greatest concern. You must try and rest. Oh, man. Yang, so you survived? And Rydia? Oh, right. Right. I see. That's terrible news. I always seem to find myself elsewhere when others are in need. Hey, I heard you took mighty good care of Cecil and Rosa. I appreciate it. Why don't you join us on my enterprise? Together we'll rise above everything. You must be Sid, the airship engineer. Wait, does that mean we have an airship? Oh, but Cecil, why is Rosa not with you? Golbez holds her captive, but he proposed a trade. He will release Rosa in turn for Troya's crystal, but the crystal lies in the hands of the Dark Elf. The Dark Elf. Cecil, you must take this. What is it? This is the only way I can be of help right now. And we received the Twin Heart. Cecil, please save Rosa. Edward's heart. We're attending to the prince around the clock. Me? I'm the nurse. She's the doctor. He requires much rest. He's quite frail, and his recovery will not be a quick one. Damn, he really got fucked up. Let me just do a quick stretch. Whew. Always good to get a nice stretch in every once in a while, what can I say? Well, now that we got that, let's see what we can do here. The 8 clerics are sisters. They would make far more civilized rulers than men. We've governed Troya for years with the blessing of the Earth Crystal, but now we don't know what to do. The Dark Elves stole our crystal. Equipping anything metallic inside the northeastern cave will hamper your movement. We will consider lending you the Earth Crystal if you can reclaim it. If you can recover the crystal, we will allow you to borrow it. Please speak to us once you obtain it. We're looking for the... Oh, no, no. This is gonna be miserable. Oh. Okay. The Dark Elf is weak against metallic items. He has set up a magnetic field around his lair for protection. Son of a bitch. Okay. So we can't equip any metal armor because it'll just kill us. Well, this sucks. Okay, well, he can use bows. Wow, this kind of shit. Kind of bad. I don't think this is going to be a fun area. I'm just saying. Wow. This is going to be awkward. Okay. We need to prepare for this dungeon. So, okay, the cave is to the northeast. That little stick thing area. You see that? Like, hold on. So the cave we have to go to get the crystal is in here. But it's the magnetic cave, you know? Okay, 1 second, let me think. I'm just updating the stream title. Okay, so let's think. If it's a magnetic cave and we can't wear any metal... Okay, over here's the Chocobo Woods that they talked about with the Chocobos that can fly. And then we could fly over here. But then it's like a one-way trip, we can't get out. Okay, we need to go to the town and see what equipment we can find. Also, we do that, put Yang in the front row. Now this is going to be tricky, because we're going to need to remove gauntlets, or remove his weapons, and we're going to put... I mean, it's still a ring, right? Would that count as metal? Well, we'll find out, okay? I'm gonna have to use bows and crossbows, because I feel like... You know, we're gonna need an experiment here, okay? Hold on. First, equipment. We need to solve this issue. There's no metal equipment, because then we're just gonna be screwed. So... probably get some Gaia gear. Tempo's good. Feather cap. Rod of change. I think he's fine with the rod. Hold on. Do you have Gaia gear? Okay, ruby rings. Okay, we'll get one more. Leather gear, feathered caps, Gaia gear. Okay. Put the feathered cap on. Tempo. Fine. Ruby ring. I'm gonna put ruby rings on everyone for right now. Okay, there's one place I think we can get Gaia gear. If I remember. I think it's like... We saw it earlier this stream. I have to just remember where we can find that. Oh, wait a minute. Not here. Where is it? It's all the way to the south. I think it's one of these islands, actually. Was it here? Or was it the other island? Hold on. Because I remember, like, okay, we can get arrows, and we can also get tempo. Or if not tempo, the Gaia thing. It should be here, right? No. Okay, you have only armor. Or iron. It might be one of the other towns. Okay, one of these towns has it, I swear. Because I know we saw it. Okay, boomerang. None of us can use it. Crossbows. Holy arrows. Get one more crossbow. Okay. Now that we got that, let's go and check. Let's go back to Mithril. Maybe it was in Mithril. So it was like up this way. That's Mysidia. Okay. Let's try here. Do you have other things? You do. You have only mithril weapons, but is it... No, maybe I'm wrong again. Okay, it's not here. Oh my god, where the hell was it? Was it in Mysidia? Mysidia, well, the weapons store doesn't have what I think what we need in Mysidia. Okay, where the hell? I'm bleh, blah, 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 blah. It's somewhere. Where the hell is it? Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Wasn't Troya. Maybe it was in Fabul? Actually, Fabul would make sense. Yeah. Hold on. Probably Fabul. Let's see, weapon and armor. Surely they have something here. You have Gaia gear? No. Okay, never mind. I guess worst case we slap on the leather equipment. Let's see. Mute arrows. Holy arrows. Use the mute arrow. And Yang, you do that. Use another crossbow, and we'll give you holy arrows. Okay. Let's go get the leather armor then from Troya, because at least... excuse me. At least Troya will have some of the stuff that we can grab from there. And then I think we should be good. I hope. Okay, let's park it here. Go to Troya. Let me check this other shop too real quick. Oh, these are just way better. Okay, hold up. Let's get one on each of these elements just in case. Oh, whoops. Awkward, I didn't mean to do that. Great bow. And let's go with the mute arrow. And we have to put back on feather cap. And Gaia gear. Ruby ring. Let's see. Go with that. Leather garb. Great bow. Let's see. Okay, elemental arrows are just better for... You know, we're gonna give you thunder arrows for now. Ruby ring. Okay, we should be good. This is going to be a lot... This is going to be pretty different from how we usually go about things, but we'll see how this goes. I have a feeling it's going to be very scuffed, but, you know, is what it is. What can I say, right? Let's see. Okay, so it's probably there. Okay. And now we just go all the way up here. Really? Well, this is awkward. Okay, at least we still deal pretty decent damage. It's not the best, but I'll take it. Passable. It's alright, Tell him we'll carry us a little bit. The Chocobo Village. Oh, what the hell? There we go. Oh, I just realized, look, the map's in the shape of a chocobo. Bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, why is there just a path there? Oh. All greens. Anything else? Favorite store. Market stall greens. Anything else? Nothing. Okay. Well, let me. Oh, this is a very different theme. Oh my god, I love this. Alright, and here we are, the Magnet Cave. Okay, here's the test to see if we die or not. Magnetic field's powerful. Equipping anything metallic will slow us down. My claws appear to be unaffected. Okay. Well, that's good. Okay, so Yang's claws are not affected. Alright, never mind. Yang, you're back in business, buddy. We'll give you Thunder Claw and Fire Claw. Okay. So, if we were wearing the wrong equipment and we came in here, I think it just straight up kills you. I think it's just game over. Let's see, and... that. There we go. Oh my god, that did so much damage. Holy shit. Okay, well, Magnet Cave time. Oh my god, that did so much damage. Well, to be fair, I guess it's just more of the same enemies from outside, but still. Okay, at least, like, Cecil's doing good damage. It is kind of funny because Cecil and Sid are just kind of carrying right now. Oh, now we gotta revive Tello again. You know, maybe, just maybe, it was worth it doing that grinding. And then this should one-shot him. Yeah, there we go. Big damage. Gotta go all the way around. Like, I see these Kate sit, and I know they're using the coral sprite, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I hope you just don't, like, hit me with break or something stupid and one-shot me. Unicorn horn. See, all the way on the left, and then there's some doors over there. Okay. And then we're gonna have Tele just drain mana on something if we can. I don't think he'll actually be able to get mana from this guy, because I don't think he... Yeah, he probably just has, like, 1. Or something very low. You know? Oh, no, he actually does have some mana. Nah, it's okay. Grab that. And we wrap around up this way. Nice, nice. There we go. Some more treasures. Wow. You know, in hindsight, I'm kind of glad that we did that a little bit of grinding earlier, because those 5 levels are making the difference right about now. You know? Like, we're actually able to survive a bit. Although it sucks, because now the EXP we're getting is, you know, kind of small compared to what it was before, but... Eh, I'll take it. I'll take it. Good enough for me. Mind Flayers. Were there any Final Fantasy games that were notorious for grinding? Yes. There's actually a couple of things. I will say it depends on what specific type of grind we're talking about. So I would say this game, maybe. There's like a couple of things. So how I would define like a grind on this is like, okay, EXP grind, we have item drop grind, we have system grind, side quest grind. Because I will say it's like, if you want the technical answer, I will say the real answer is Final Fantasy X. Because Final Fantasy X, you have the whole spear grid, so you have to max out the spear grid, and that's everything. So the spear grid is that game's level up system, and every character starts in a different spot on the grid, and that spot basically determines what their class is. Now, if you grind for a very long time and complete the spear grid, technically, each character can be all classes at once. To some degree. They all still have their unique characters, their unique character actions, but, and there's a big but, there are some characters that are just better than others, because at the end of the day, it turns into who has the better limit breaks, and that's what determines the character being viable. There's also tons of other obnoxious stuff, like, what's it called? The custom monster grind side quest in that game. I would say that, to me, is the Final Fantasy with the most grind, because if you want to 100% the game, you're gonna be putting in a lot of hours, and that's just, you know, getting ready, you know, actually fighting the bosses, or like getting ready, getting the equipment, then fighting the bosses, because the bosses themselves are difficult. Like Dark Aeons are super hard, stuff like that. It's just a lot of very tedious work. Is it cool? Yeah, it's cool. I'd say do it like once, but never again, because it's a lot. If we're talking like retro games, Final Fantasy 1, a little bit. You don't need to grind, because you can kind of just get through the game. I will say, if you're playing like the retro versions of the game, like Pixel Remaster is good, but it is still a new version of the game that has like the quality of life fixes. If you're playing the NES version, you may need to grind a little bit, I'm gonna be honest, because the first major dungeon, like that swamp cave, can be kind of tough. You know, it's stuff like that that you wouldn't expect. Final Fantasy 2, the whole game is a grind, okay? But as you've seen with how we went through the game on stream, it's not that bad. It's like as long as you're using the right spells, using the right actions per turn, you should be fine. You'll be able to beat the game, okay? You probably could do better if you grinded, but you don't have to grind. As long as you have an idea of what you want each character to be, you'll survive. You'll be fine. Final Fantasy 3. The only time I would say in that game you need to grind, and there's like 2 points, and I would say that's the end game, when you get to the Crystal Tower, because you do actually need to grind, because even though you're like at an appropriate level, for some reason, it just skyrockets in difficulty between damage, and I will say unironically, you probably might need a grind in the final area, like, and I'm talking about when we got into the World of Darkness, because you can just grind off the, what's it called? The monsters in the World of Darkness, and then heal at the crystals, because that area is just absolutely brutal. It's very high level, monsters have a lot of health, it's kind of bullshit. But then, if you do the Onion Knight grind, which I did, totally not worth it. I mean, I did it for the meme, and to show it off on stream, because, you know, I thought it would be interesting to show off to everyone. What is the Onion Knight setup? And is it overpowered? It is busted. But is it worth it? Absolutely not worth it. Don't ever do that. It's a long grind. It's just boring. Okay? That's my take on it. It's cool to do once. Just once. Or even not at all, to be honest. Wow, really? That just... okay. Just like that? Free claw? Alright. Yeah, we'll keep the fairy one. Wow, that confusion's really good, actually. So I think it also interrupts their turn on the ATB. Let me think what else. I don't really know about... okay, so Final Fantasy V, after we finish this when we get to that one, it's going to be interesting because I actually have never really beaten Final Fantasy V before. So I am kind of looking forward to playing that. Final Fantasy VI, IMO is my... I would say my favorite of the Pixel games. Because there's a lot of stuff going on in that game between the cool story, the music's really fun. You know, it's not that bad. Oh my god, it's Draculady! And she's just hanging from the ceiling. Oh shit! That's kind of funny. I was not expecting this type of encounter. I know from like Final Fantasy VII, the original version, like I think it's like leveling up materia can be interesting. Like depending on like what materias you use, you know, leveling it up, setting up stuff, getting the ultimate weapons. I know doing grinds for like the kill count weapons. Like I think it's Vincent. His weapon is based on your character's kill count. So literally you would just need to have Vincent equip the weapon, or just I think it was like equip the weapon, and any kill you get from then on adds to the total damage. So like say Vincent kills 9,000 enemies, the weapon will always deal 9,000 damage. It's stuff like that, you know what I mean? So it's like grinds in Final Fantasy games are interesting. Because they kind of range in difficulty, because it could either be very easy, very simple, or very boring. And I think like I kind of make this comparison like when I talk about like Final Fantasy versus like SMT, for example. Final Fantasy is the everyday man's RPG, where like anyone can play it, you know? Anyone can sit down and play a Final Fantasy game. They're not super difficult. They're also like, they may have difficulty spikes, but they're good for everyone. Dragon Quest, a little bit of the other end of that. I would say that game has a lot more of a grind. Although I'm only familiar with Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. It probably gets better. Maybe. I'll be honest, I'm not super interested, but maybe at some point I'll take a look at those games. What else? There was like a couple other things. Oh, 2 of them now. But outside of that, I guess just like the Zodiac Spear grind, but that just is the epitome of knowing how to open certain chests and not certain chests, because I don't know. That game is weird. There's a lot of weird stuff with that game. I don't know what else to say. I think that's about it. Final Fantasy 13 was weird. Because grinding in that game is strange, because Vanilla 13, you have the Crystarium, which is like the poor man's spear grid. And it's basically, it works the same way you think it does. Or works the same way you would expect it to work. Like when you compare it to the spear grid. But it's a lot more limited. Like the spear grids, like remember how I mentioned for the spear grid in Final Fantasy X, it's spread out, or it's one giant map, and everyone starts at different spots on the map. Instead of that, it's all of the classes are separated into each individual trees, and then from there, they just kind of organize it. And there you go. That is the Final Fantasy grind history, loosely. I'm sure there's a lot more stuff like the MMOs and stuff, but I ain't getting into that. That's lots of shit that I don't know. Although I have heard the horror stories. Like I think I don't know. I think it was the first Final Fantasy MMO. But I remember hearing there was a story about the boss that took like 1,000,000 years to beat, or like it literally took like multiple IRL days where they had people working in shifts to like taunt the boss and like pick it up when people needed to go. And he dropped nothing. And it took like multiple days, and I think someone died in like an internet cafe or some shit. I don't remember. It was crazy. Oh. Oh. This is ominous. Okay, he's weak to metal weapons. We know that, but can we actually equip them in here? Alright, we're gonna find out real quick. The hell is... Huh? What's going on? Why is the room, like, glitching out? Is that intentional? Huh. Hold on, we're gonna test this. You can never defeat me with those weapons. Oh, it paralyzes him. Okay, I see. Oh my god, holy shit. Okay, you know what? Holy shit, boss. Bruh. We stand no chance. Bro. What the fuck? If only I could use my sword. Yeah, for real. Oh? Cecil's in danger. They all are in danger. Edward? Oh my god. You're in no condition to go anywhere. What are you gonna do? To my harp. Get my harp. You can barely sit up. Please lie down and get some rest. I don't care what happens to me. I'm the only one who could save them. Oh? What's going on? Twin harp sounds the melody from Edward's harp. The melody. It's Edward. What is that torturous sound? Oh. You can't control the magnetic field while I'm playing. Now draw your sword. Oh. Right. Well, that's convenient. Well. Let me just reorganize our party here. And let's just equip our best stuff again. I want to use the Fairy Claw. Actually, wait, no. Hold on. Optimal. The Fairy Claw. And your offhand. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. There we go, and let's do our quick save, and now let's fight him. You! Gah! Hit the focus. You go for a regular attack. You just attack. Okay, he's dealing significantly less damage, which is very good for us. What do I want you to use? Probably slow. Yeah, let's try to slow him down. Because that'll give us time to keep up. What does Pig do? I don't get it. Does it make it so you can't cast? What does it do? I don't get it. Let's put Shell on everyone. Nice. You attack. Make you take more damage? No? I really don't know what it does. Oh, he's just gonna go for like a triple cast? Okay. Oh, I see. Maybe it just like prevents you from using your class mechanic? That's probably it. I'll just use Duraga. And then if anything, we can do it again after. Say your prayers! Oh my god! The Dark Dragon! Okay, now we're at the real boss. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that does a lot more damage than I expected. Alright, Tella's gonna need to drain some mana here. Use Osmosis. And you... Trying to think what to do here, actually. We already have slow on it. Actually, you know what? Do it again, just in case. Yep, and then you go for the attack. And hopefully he gets enough mana here for a heal. One. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. This is gonna be rough. Alright. Okay, alrighty. Do that on Tella. You revive him. And then... White Magic, Jiraja. We just kind of need to throw the big heal out here. Not attacking. Probably save haste for like Cecil or someone else. And when you use that, use Kiraja again. Come on. Dude, at least this, I love this boss theme, it's so good. Oof. Okay, that could have been scary. Oi, oi, oi. That was rough, dude. This cannot be! With the crystal, my eternal life! Ah! Thank you, Edward. Sid's the hyper-realistic pig sprite. Oh my god. Sort our items. Where's the diet food? There it is. And we obtained the Earth Crystal. Alright. And let's get out of here. Where is that? I know we looted. Where the hell did it go? Emergency. Did we? I mean, if anything, we have teleport. Oh, okay. We have to walk outside. We can't do it in here. There we go. Now we can use it. Okay, back to Troya. Alright, back to Troya. We're gonna go on foot just so if we're running any encounters, we at least get a little bit more EXP on the way. There we go. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Oh no, not Blaster. Bro. Of course, it just, like, one-shots him, alright. Can never have it easy, huh? Just blow all of Cecil's mana. Alright, let's stop in the town first to heal up. Hit up the inn. Probably see if we can buy some ethers too. Since we have some money, may as well, right? Better safe than sorry. Alright, let's get going. Hold on, there is one thing I just need to check real quick. Let me double check this. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Back to it. Okay. Back to the castle. Just had to, like, check something on the side, but now we're good. Okay, welcome to Troya Castle once again. Probably let them know that now that we've got the crystal. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness! The clerics. The Earth Crystal. You've returned it to us. Hurrah! I see you have the Earth Crystal. That voice! Kane! Board my ship and bring the crystal with you. I'll take you to Rosa. Who is that voice? They're letting you borrow the crystal, so be extra careful with it. Feel free to take the items in the storage room. It's only alone. Yeah. Well, let's go grab the stuff in the storage. I mean, they said it was okay. And we'll double check with Edward too before we head out. I think it was this one? Yes. Go right ahead. Oh my god. High potion, remedy, ether, dry ether, silver apple, echo herbs, ice arrow, 50,000, thunder arrow, 5k, fire arrow, great bow. All this stuff that I probably bought in elixir. You know, not too terrible, I'll take that. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's go talk to Edward first, because I want to see if he has any new dialogue before we leave. It'd be a shame to just leave him here in Troya on his own. Although Troya seems pretty nice. You've returned. Thank you for your help, Edward. There's no need to thank me. What I don't understand is how that worked. First, I heard that melody back when I traveled as a minstrel. I recall it being a song to ward off elves, and I thought it might work. We owe you our lives. No, I only... Edward! Hella, I have long wondered what Anna saw in you, but I think I understand. You showed courage and integrity. She was fortunate to have your love. Now, be silent and heal your wounds. I promise you, I shall avenge Anna for the both of us. Thank you. Edward, I look forward to fighting alongside you again. Anna, now I think I understand what you did, or why you did what you did. Please take care. It requires much rest. Yep. Well, that's it for...